way back into the ring and hit Chantel Monroe with that enziguri.
This is a match where you got to have...
All right, guys, we got another week of WWE Evolve. We'll check out the results and what's upcoming here at the red carpet ring.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, guys, we're here at the red carpet ring. We'll talk about WWE Evolve 2025 Week 12 recap. We're talking the review of Evolve. Get the likes as we come to red carpet ring. We're going to go over a lot of stuff that happened this week. A lot of stuff's going on. But let's go over the preview of what's happened, of the matches upcoming. Now, the main event of this particular show was Keanu Carver versus Harlem Lewis for a play-in tournament. Whoever wins this match will be added to the four-way for the men's Evolve Championship match. Then we also the opener was a four-way for the women's play-in tournament, who won this match between Chantel, Monroe, Kylie Ray, Zayda Steele, and Aria Bennett. Will go on to be the last woman placed for the women's Evolve four-way match for the Women's Evolve Championship. So that was actually the opener. But here's a quick results of what happened on this week's Evolve. We had Kylie Ray. She did defeat the four women to go on. Edris, Enofe defeated Mensah. Danny Palm was tagged backstage. Swipe Right defeated Super Sean Legacy and Timothy Thatcher in a tag team match. In the main event, we had Keanu Carver defeat Harlem Lewis, and he will go on to be added to the four-way for the men's Evolve Championship match. Now, let's see what happened here. Now, to kick off the show, like I said, we had the four women going off here. It looked good here. We had four different women in there. I want to say for this particular match, the shining star MVP, I want to say, was Aria Bennett. Aria Bennett really looked good in this match. She showcased her talent. But at the end of the day, there can only be one winner. And like I said, the winner we know is Kylie Ray. She was definitely the odds-on favorite to win. Now, I know she had a good feud with Wendy Chu. Even though she lost both matches, she's going to be the last woman added to the Women's Evolve Championship match in four-way. But congratulations to Kylie Ray. She looked promising. Looked like she had a chance to win that championship. She looked like she's determined to win. But it was a good, hard fought out, you know. Not just Kylie Ray did her thing. Of course, she won. Zayda Steele. But it was a good way to open up the show. I liked how all four women were showcased. Hopefully, in the near future, who knows, one of those other three women that didn't win may get a shot at the championship later on, depending on who wins the championship, of course. But now we know it's official. We do have Wendy Chu, Callie Armstrong, Kendall Gray, and Kylie Ray. They will all be the four competitors to compete for the Women's Evolve Championship match. It's anybody's game. Anybody can win this one. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out next week on Evolve. So that's something we definitely got to tune into. Now, we did have Edris Enofe. This is his first match back, a singles match. He had a match against Mensah. You know, he had a good talk last week. He was getting ready for his return. Then, of course, we had Mensah. He also came out. You know, he's still doing the Metaphor thing, doing the signal that they all do, even though he's alone. But like I said, you know, Evolve recorded months. They record these months and months in advance because this is pre-taped. This is not live. But other than that, though, it was okay match. I wasn't too big on this match too much, but it was a win for Edris Enofe. He got a win. It's a good way to bring him back into the fold. He had an injury for 7 months, like they stated last week. Not only he had a good win over Mensah, he also got rewarded by Stevie Turner. Now, Stevie Turner, she came out afterwards after this man had his match. She told us since he did such a good job in the match, whatever, you know, she was really impressed by his skills. He has been added to the men's championship match, which is a four-way like the women's. He will be one of the men added because you already have Super Sean Legacy, you have himself, and then we'll talk about others later. But good win for him. Now, we also had Callie Armstrong. She came out. She cut a quick promo talking about ahead of the women's championship match for next week. She talked about all four competitors. Now, we know Kelly Armstrong, she is one of the most talkative women on Evolve. But we do know when it comes down to next week, she got her back with what she says. And most of the time she does, but I can't wait to see what she's going to do next week in that match. Now, we did have the Vanity Project come out. We had Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes talk. He was talking about Jackson Drake, how he should be added to the men's championship match. This is shortly before their tag team match. Their tag team match was Swipe Right versus Timothy Thatcher and Super Sean Legacy, which they did win. Make them look good. So I don't know if they're ever going to bring a WWE Evolve Tag Team Championship. Maybe something in the future. If they were to do that, I could see Swipe Right being ahead of the list and being definitely guys to hold those tag team belts first. But only can imagine what's going to happen next. It all depends on Evolve how they're going to do it. But we had the main event here. We had Keanu Carver versus Harlem Lewis. These guys looked good. But, only one. It was two giants going at it. But we know, for the most part, who was going to be the favorite. And the favorite, of course, was Keanu Carver. He had to get Harlem Lewis back for attacking in that tag team match last week. And he won. He defeated him. He looked strong. And now we have Keanu Carver. He is going to be added to the men's four-way championship match. Now, we already have Super Sean Legacy. We already have Edris Enofe. Now he will be a third man added. So this is a good win. Probably the biggest win for Keanu Carver right now. But the big fish really is next week for that championship match. And he's definitely a favorite to win that. So, well, I'm glad that he won. I like Harlem Lewis, but I didn't expect him to win. And all Keanu Carver did was stare at the men's Evolve Championship because he has his eyes set on that. And he's not playing around. He will be pouncing people around all over next week. I can only imagine how that match is going to end. More than likely, that'll probably be the main event, if I had to guess. But good win for Keanu Carver. Harlem Lewis, he got a rebound from that. I don't know how he's going to rebound, but expect him to be a contender for that championship in the near future, whoever wins the men's Evolve Championship. Now, right before the show was over, we saw backstage that Danny Palmer, similar to Brinley Reese last week, was attacked backstage. She's found laying on the ground. Don't know who the attacker is still. I'm guessing it's going to be a new member of the Evolve roster. But this is the second week in a row this has happened. And we know that Stevie Turner came out. She came out to see what was going on. So that closed out the show, even though Danny Palmer is released, not even with WWE anymore. But let's go over next week's matches. We do have here Jackson Drake versus Lisa Dorado, if I said it correctly, Jordan Dash. Whoever wins this is a play-in match. Whoever wins this match will be the last man added to the men's Evolve Championship match in a four-way match. So that's going to be interesting. I got my money on Jackson Drake. Then also we have official, Wendy Chu, Kelly Armstrong, Keanu Gray, Kylie Ray. I got my money on Kelly Armstrong, but the wild card could be Kylie Ray. So this is going to be good. I can't wait to see how that's going to go down. Definitely. But other than that, though, that's all for WWE Evolve 2025 Week 12 recap. We'll go over Week 12 of WWE Evolve. Next week, we have a championship match and a play-in championship match. So the men's championship match will be the following week and women's next week. You guys let me know what you think of Evolve. Let me know in the comment section below who you think is going to win the women's championship next week in a play-in match. Check out the content here at Red Carpet Ring. Check the video below. Until then, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.